Ever wondered why lo-fi music is so popular? Well, let's unravel this sonorous mystery together, shall we? Lo-fi, short for low fidelity, is a kind of music that's been winning hearts worldwide, but what makes it tick? At its core, lo-fi music is all about the embrace of imperfection. It's the sonic equivalent of a nostalgic sepia-toned photograph with its rough edges and grainy textures. In a world where high definition is the norm, lo-fi stands out with its low-quality sound that's reminiscent of vintage recordings. It's a testament to the fact that music doesn't have to be polished to perfection to resonate with listeners. The simplicity of lo-fi music is another factor that contributes to its appeal. The arrangements are minimalistic, often consisting of just a few instruments. The beats are slow and steady, creating a relaxed atmosphere that's perfect for unwinding or focusing on tasks. It's like a warm, comforting blanket of sound that wraps around you, providing a soothing escape from the fast-paced hustle and bustle of modern life. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of lo-fi music is the nostalgic feelings it evokes. It transports listeners back in time, sparking memories of simpler days. It's like a time machine, whisking you away to moments filled with warmth and comfort. It's not just about the music, it's about the emotions it stirs within you. Lo-fi music also has a universal appeal. It transcends language barriers and cultural differences, connecting with people from all walks of life. It's a genre that's as diverse as its listeners, with an array of subgenres ranging from lo-fi hip-hop to chill-hop, each offering a unique sonic experience. In essence, the popularity of lo-fi music lies in its ability to be both a calming refuge and a source of creative inspiration. It's a genre that celebrates the beauty of imperfection, simplicity, and nostalgia, providing a much-needed respite in our increasingly complex world. Lo-fi music, with its charming imperfections and unrefined beauty, has carved a niche for itself in the music universe. But where did lo-fi music originate, you may wonder? Well, sit back and let's delve into the fascinating roots of this genre. Lo-fi music, short for low fidelity, harks back to the mid-20th century. In the 1950s, a wave of independent musicians, limited by budget constraints, started recording their music in non-professional setups. Basements, garages, and bedrooms transformed into makeshift studios, and the resulting sound, raw and unpolished, was a far cry from the glossy productions of major record labels. This was the birth of lo-fi music, a necessity born out of constraint. As time marched on, lo-fi music started to evolve. The 1980s and 1990s saw the rise of indie and underground music scenes. Bands and artists began to embrace the imperfections of lo-fi recordings, seeing them not as limitations, but as unique characteristics that added a certain charm to their music. The gritty, rough-around-the-edges sound became an aesthetic choice, a stylistic signature that distinguished them from the mainstream. By the turn of the millennium, digital technology had transformed the music industry. High-quality recording equipment became more accessible, but interestingly, the lo-fi aesthetic persisted. Artists continued to seek out that raw, intimate sound, and lo-fi music found a new home in the emerging world of online music platforms. In the digital age, lo-fi has flourished, branching out into various sub-genres. From lo-fi hip-hop beats that provide a soothing backdrop for study sessions, to lo-fi house tracks that fill dance floors, the genre has permeated many corners of our musical landscape. So while lo-fi music may have started as a workaround for musicians on a shoestring budget, it has evolved into a beloved genre that resonates with listeners around the world. Its raw, unpolished sound, once a mark of constraint, is now celebrated for its authenticity and intimacy. From humble basement recordings to worldwide popularity, lo-fi music has come a long way. And as we'll discover in the next part of our journey, the magic of lo-fi is far from over. What exactly makes a track lo-fi? Well, it's not about the high-end studio equipment or the polished, flawless sound. It's the complete opposite, in fact. Firstly, the production process of lo-fi music often involves vintage sound equipment. You see, these older devices have a certain charm, a warmth that modern digital equipment often lacks. The sound they produce is less polished, less perfect, and it's this imperfection that gives lo-fi its unique character. Take a vinyl record, for instance. The tiny imperfections, the subtle crackles and pops that you hear when a vinyl record plays, that's a part of the lo-fi sound. It's these imperfections, these signs of age and use, that give the music a sense of nostalgia, a sense of comfort. Secondly, there's the presence of background noise. In many other genres, background noise is something to be eliminated, a distraction from the music itself. But in lo-fi, it's embraced. The sound of rain falling, the hum of a distant city, the rustle of leaves in the wind. These sounds are woven into the music, creating an atmosphere, a setting. It's like the music is telling you a story, inviting you into its world. Finally, there's the emphasis on melody over complexity. Lo-fi music is not about intricate arrangements or complex harmonies. It's about simplicity, about stripping music down to its bare essentials. The focus is on the melody, the tune that sticks in your head, the rhythm that makes you tap your foot. It's about creating a feeling, an emotion, rather than showcasing technical prowess. So that's the anatomy of lo-fi music. It's a genre that celebrates the imperfect, the simple, the nostalgic. It's about creating an atmosphere, a mood, rather than striving for technical perfection. It's about music that makes you feel, that resonates with you on an emotional level. Lo-fi music is not about producing the perfect sound, but about capturing the raw, authentic emotion. How did lo-fi music become so popular? That's a question that has intrigued many, and the answer lies in a blend of musical nostalgia, digital technology, and a dash of serendipity. The rise of lo-fi music in the digital era is an interesting phenomenon that mirrors our society's yearning for simplicity in an increasingly complex world. In the late 90s and early 2000s, as the internet was just starting to weave its web around our lives, lo-fi music began to gain traction. It was a form of musical rebellion, a refusal to conform to the glossy, overproduced tracks that were flooding the music scene. However, it wasn't until the advent of digital music platforms like YouTube and Spotify that lo-fi really began to take off. These platforms provided an open stage for lo-fi artists to share their music with the world, and the world was ready to listen. The trend of lo-fi hip-hop radio streams further fueled its popularity. With their endless loops of chilled beats, these streams became the perfect backdrop for studying, working, or simply relaxing. But why did people gravitate towards this genre? The answer lies in the music itself. Lo-fi music, with its raw, unfiltered sound, resonates with our inherent need for authenticity. It's like a warm, comforting blanket for the ears, a soothing antidote to the fast-paced, high-stress world we live in. Moreover, lo-fi music often samples sounds from the past, evoking a sense of nostalgia. This nostalgia, combined with the laid-back beats, creates an atmosphere of tranquility and peace that many find irresistible. The rise of lo-fi music is a testament to our collective desire for authenticity and simplicity. It's a genre that doesn't try to be perfect. Instead, it embraces imperfections, making them part of its unique charm. In an age of polished, auto-tuned music, lo-fi offers a refreshing, down-to-earth alternative. It's a musical oasis in a desert of digital perfection, and its popularity is a clear sign that sometimes, less really is more. And what's the music theory behind lo-fi music, you ask? Well, let's dive right into it, shall we? Lo-fi music, like any other genre, has its own unique set of rules and principles that give it its distinct character. One of the fundamental aspects of lo-fi music theory is the use of certain chord progressions. These progressions often involve a series of chords that provide a nostalgic, melancholic feel to the music. They're like the musical equivalent of a gentle, drizzling rain on a Sunday afternoon, soothing yet slightly somber. Another key aspect of lo-fi music theory is the preference for minor keys. Now, if you're a music novice, you might be wondering what on earth a minor key is. In the simplest terms, a minor key is a scale that has a certain combination of notes that evoke a more emotional or introspective mood. It's the minor keys that give lo-fi music its signature introspective, pensive vibe. Now let's talk about rhythm. In most music genres, rhythm is a driving force, the heartbeat if you will. But in lo-fi, it's more of a gentle pulse. The beats in lo-fi music are often slow, steady, and unobtrusive. They're there, but they're not in your face. They lend a smooth, steady rhythm to the music without overpowering the melodic elements. So there you have it, the magic of lo-fi music theory. It's a fascinating blend of specific chord progressions, minor keys, and restrained rhythm. It's a sound that's both relaxing and thought-provoking, both simple and complex. But remember, lo-fi music isn't just about the theory, it's about the emotion, the atmosphere, and the experience. It's about the beauty of imperfection and the power of simplicity. It's about creating a space for introspection and relaxation amidst the chaos of our daily lives. Lo-fi music, in its simplicity, holds a complex and captivating charm that continues to captivate the hearts of listeners around the world. It's more than just a genre, it's a reminder that sometimes simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. So next time you tune into your favorite lo-fi track, remember to appreciate